Wow, that was great. Now we've heard something about being gratefulness. Now let's talk about those who do not have, people who live in loneliness.
Much like, can you hear me? Sorry. Okay. Much like those who are motherless, children, parents are in jail, wives living out without their husbands because of the war. Yeah. These people have been left lonely.
And we have two verses to really grasp loneliness.
Yeah.
On that day they will say to Jerusalem, "Do not fear, Zion. Do not let your hands hang limp. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He will take great delight in you. In his love he will no longer rebuke you, but will rejoice over you with singing.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me." Psalms 23, verse 4. Take note, the word many times tells us God was with us. Good and bad times, he is there as Emmanuel. God be with us.
Wonderful.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, it's a fire.
Speaking of ain't nobody got time for that. Hurricane Sandy. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Man, where is PSE&G with the electricity?
The storm that came across and just it pretty much, you know, we don't get hurricanes around here. We were like, what is this?
This is the East Coast.
Where's my electricity? And Lenny actually didn't have, I had electricity, I think.
I know, I had it too. We went down for a couple hours, but I know people who went days without electricity.
And so we were thinking about this, right? We were thinking about this. And we were thinking, okay, we didn't have electricity. And we were like, oh my gosh, where's my electricity? The electricity comes. We went running for every socket, everything, the charge, every phone, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it was.
Go back to the same old stuff we were doing before.
And we thought, you know, it's the same thing. When a storm is passing over us, spiritually, when a storm is passing over us, we are like, oh my gosh, where is God? But remember to run when the storm is passing over, when it's leaving, to run and say thank you.
And one thing I noticed about God, He may not come when you want to, but He comes right on time.
So for those of you that are going through a storm right now, we just want to quickly, no, we're going to take our time. We want to remind you that your storm will pass over.
Yes.
Encourage my soul and let us I know what you're thinking. How did she do that?
Oh.
Hey. The confidence was in the kids because before they came out, we were just rehearsing, talking about things we needed to do. And I said, well, we have to tell them to turn off their cell phones and electronics. The kids said, no, if we do what we're supposed to do, they won't have time to answer the phone.
Okay, good. I just want to give a very, very loud as we possibly can, round of applause so they can hear it all the way in there. Can we give it one more time? I think they heard that. All right, we're just going to take a very, very quick 10-minute intermission. We're going to let them drink some water and rest their voices, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Is that cool?